Many people have asked us why the area of Ardglen and Renda. And boy, the short story would be that God really has led our community here. And it all started back 2 years ago when Ted Brown, who's the Executive Director of Regeneration, he took me on a tour to some of the areas of the region of Peel that just had the highest need. And when we came through this area, I got to tell you, I really just fell in love with the Ardglen community in particular. Back in January of this past year, 2013, a tragedy happened here in Ardglen that in some ways moved us as a city to say, boy, we really want to come alongside this community and be a support and walk life together. And that's just behind me. This is where Keyshawn Williams was shot and killed. After that happened, we had a gathering where we brought the community together to remember Keyshawn, and I think those that were there, it was one of those Sunday afternoons that you'll never forget, where we just felt the presence of God in a real way that moved us, and we just came together in a way that we wanted to keep supporting this community.
And when we love one another, and when we love one another.
Some people are wondering what the journey is really all about and what's going to happen here. In some ways, the name says it all. The Journey, a neighborhood center. We've called it the Journey because we really believe that life is about a journey, and we want to help people take the next step on their journey. Ultimately, we also believe that life is about a spiritual journey, and if we could help people with that part of their life as well, we would love to do that.
Well, here we are. In the bakery unit that is now the Journey. We've got volunteers outside that are here to do the demolition work into this facility.
May each step in this my journey follow in your path. These two things, love God, love one another, just two things to live a life abundant. And when we love one another, and when we love one another, and when we love one another, we love God.
I always think, if you're going to change the community, you got to change it from the inside. You need to change it where people have pride of home ownership. And how would we make that happen? Have home ownership information sessions, education sessions, what it means. Even those that wouldn't qualify, we would say, here's what it would take to qualify. Here's what you would need to do, and get them to a point where they could have the hope or have the opportunity.
Our hope for the Journey is that it becomes a hub for the neighborhood and a model for the community. So we see it as a place where citizens can come, learn about the services and the programs that are available to them through the city, through the police, the health department, and other agencies that serve neighborhoods. And by being aware of the information that's there and engaged in activities, we believe they'll be able to turn this neighborhood into a safe, caring, friendly, clean and green place to live, a place where everyone is proud to live.
My personal hope for the Journey is that it's accepted by the community and that it thrives, obviously, that the children in the community understand that this is a place that they can go to for safety, fun, and even help. Personally, I'd like to see my kids, my grandchildren, understand that volunteering just doesn't mean getting something back. It means helping people. It's a good feeling. It's something warm in your heart.
I'm hoping the Journey is going to turn out to be a place where I can go after school, a safe place for me to hang out with my friends, a place to get me out of the house, a place where I can come and do my homework, and just basically have fun and meet new people.
We don't care if you're white, black, brown, yellow, purple, or orange, you're all welcome here. Yes, we have issues about our landlords, but that does not mean that the people in these buildings are just like the landlords. You'll meet everybody who's amazing people here. We're here for you guys. We're here to share with you on your journey. We're going to be here to help in any way we can.
When my son was in the hospital, he was there for 3 weeks, and I was there 24/7 with him. Didn't come home even once. So in the course of that time, I had the most profound experience of God in a real, tangible way that I have ever had in my entire life, and I've been a Christian my whole life. When we came out of that hospital, I went to church the very next day, and it was the Sunday that we were closing out the Deepening Your Relationship with God series, unbeknownst to me, because it was only my second time to that church. And the opportunity was given to write a letter to God. So long story short, I wrote my letter to God, and among other things said, "Thank you for restoring my son to me, and I am going to find a way to live that gratitude. So please bear with me while I figure that out." Sadly, a month later, Keyshawn was murdered, and the email came from Jamie with the list of concrete things that we could do to help, and one of them was to drive a bus. I happened to be a school bus driver. I offered to drive a bus, and that has led to all of these things, and that has only proven to me repeatedly over again how actively involved God really is.
And when we love one another, we love God.